Hello, my name's David Diley. Welcome to the Scarlet View. It's vlog number 2 of the Panasonic EVA1 Australia shoot. I've had some good news today. I sent over my housing and my tripod, Shogun Inferno, some various bits and pieces over to Australia early because it's cheaper than taking it on the plane with me. And I found out today that it has actually arrived, so that is great news. So big thank you to Chris Dillon at Transglobal Express and the people at DHL for getting it there safely. It's cleared through customs, it's arrived with Nick, so I'm very, very happy. That's a weight off my mind. It was quite a complicated process, and I'm going to do a video when I'm back explaining how to actually get your gear over to a foreign destination if you're shooting abroad, the things that you'll need to know. So that'll be coming in, what are we on? It's Thursday the 7th of February, so probably sometime April, I think. I'll do it as soon as I can for you. But today I've also had delivery of the last few things that I need, so I have everything. And I want to start off by showing you something new, which is pretty cool. I have a new wetsuit. This is my first new suit for 8 years, and it's the Aqualung Aquaflex. I've tried it on, it's really comfortable, really easy to get on and off, and it looks great as well. So I want to say a big thank you to Dean at Aqualung. Dean is one of the nicest human beings in the whole dive industry, so he's a really, really great guy. So I can't wait to get this out to Australia and put this to work. In the meantime, today is packing day. So I've got to do the packing for everything, go through my list, make sure everything's in there. I hate packing for trips like this. I hate it because of the panic that I'm going to leave something behind. So today's packing day, so I thought what would be a good idea would be to show you through my camera bag, show you most of the stuff that I'm taking. As I say, some of it like my Atomus Shogun Inferno, the tripod, etc. They're already over in Australia, but I'm going to take you through the camera bag and also show you the lenses that I'll be taking with me as well, because I'm very, very excited about those in particular. So let's have a look inside the bag. Okay, so first thing first, the bag is the Think Tank Airport Accelerator. Great bag. I got it when I got my EVA1. It's nice and big. You can fit plenty inside it. It's not too heavy. And it also fits the dimensions for carry-on luggage for the vast majority of airlines as well. I've only ever had one issue with it, and that was with, I think it was flying with Thompson, who are TUI now, because their carry-on dimensions are ridiculously, pathetically small. I only managed to get it on the plane after practically begging them to let me take it on because this stuff just doesn't go in the hold. So that's the bag. We have, of course, the EVA1 here. Now, because it's, because I shoot everything on my EVA1 now, fantastic camera, absolutely adore it, it's beautiful, and you'll see exactly what I mean by that when the finished piece is released. We're actually shooting with 2 of these. It is a commercial promotion for the EVA1, so obviously we're going to shoot it on the EVA1, and Panasonic Australia have lent us a second unit, which is over in Australia with Nick now, so we're very, very grateful to them for that. The little pouch here, let me see if I can open this with one hand. As I said in vlog number 1, the actual proper BTS stuff is going to be of a much higher quality than this, but this is just some basic stuff, so you can come along with me. But the Tascam DL10, brilliant little clip-on lav mic recorder. Super light, really, really good quality of sound, really good quality. The mic's good as well. You'd never know you were wearing it. It clips on the belt. It's great. I've upgraded from my Zoom H1N to this. I'm very, very happy with it. The only downside to that is the monitoring out of it leaves a lot to be desired. It's not great, but it's usable, and the audio signal and the audio quality out of it is fantastic. And we have also, with regards to the sound, the Tascam DR40, and this was an upgrade to my Zoom H4N. This is a very, very good recorder. Again, the audio quality is superb. I've got this set to 24-bit WAV at 96 kilohertz. So the audio quality really is very, very good. The mics at the top also spread out like that, so you can get an even wider spread of what you're actually capturing. And like the DL10, one of the best things about this is it records a duplicate of the audio. So if you're recording your main audio and you clip it, don't worry, because you've got the dual record, which is recording exactly the same signal in exactly the same format, just at a lower audio input level. So if you clip in your original audio recording, you've got your reduced level back up in there already, which is a brilliant feature. And as I said, the DL10 also does that as well. I've got a redhead windscreen here, which I had for my Zoom H4n, which with a little bit of stretching fits the DR40, and they're very, very good as well. In here is where the Shogun Inferno normally lives, but that's gone over to Australia with the housing, so that's already over there now, which frees up this little bit of space. It also frees up weight because I only have 7 kilos for Emirates. So in here we have an SDI cable and 2 HDMI leads. The shotgun mic is a Rode NTG2. But what's in here is particularly exciting. Love this. The very nice people over at Angelbird have sent me 2 of the 4K RAW SSDs, both 500 gigabyte. We're going to be shooting a lot of RAW while we're over in Australia, both ProRes RAW and CDNG. So you need a drive that's able to handle it, and these definitely do. They look great as well. I mean, it's an SSD, so an SSD is basically just a little black box, but they look fantastic. They're nice and solid. Very, very, very reliable. Very reliable, because I use SSDs by Angelbird already, the AVXT Pros, and they've never let me down. And I love the little case that they come in as well. Soft sort of foam case there to protect the SSD while it's in transit. Little magnetic attachment thing there which keeps it closed, and it's really, really light as well. So it goes in the hand luggage. Love that. Got 2 of those. And Angelbird also sent me 4 of the 128 gig V90 SD cards. I have 2 already in the EVA. There's 4 more here. As far as SD cards go, these are the best I've ever used. Really reliable, not a single drop frame. They're fast. They're big enough for the internal recording. They've never let me down once, and I've drilled these things in some pretty brutal conditions, and they are just absolutely flawless. So I will only use Angelbird cards and SSDs to go along with the EVA1. And I said that even before they were sending that stuff to me. So if you're out there looking for an SD card or an SSD, definitely give Angelbird a look. It's not cheap, but then these things aren't, pretty much. And you don't want to risk saving some money, but having footage where you've got dropped frames, or the card dies, loses everything. That would be an absolute nightmare. So yes, there's cheaper cards, but are these reliable? No, probably not. Spare batteries in here, the LCD screen there, the battery charger there. This is all various bits and pieces, cleaning stuff for the lenses. I've got a couple of the docks for the SSDs there. A couple of Angelbird docks. We've got the Atomus dock as well in there, so I can download the footage. We have ND filter and the black Pro Mist, which is beautiful. I love that. Whether I'll use it on this shoot, I don't know. We shall see. The behind the scenes films, you will find out if I use it or not. We've got a card reader in there as well. So that's inside the bag. Now, obviously there's lenses in here, and I'm going to get out the lenses that I'm taking on the shoot, and we'll get a closer look at them, because there's some very exciting stuff there. So these are the lenses. I'm taking a lot with me. We will be shooting on 2 cameras, as I said, so there's going to be a lot of B-roll coming out, and that's obviously going to take part of the behind the scenes little films as well, but also capturing other stuff while I'm shooting. So it's not just going to be underwater stuff that we're shooting. There is going to be some topside stuff in there as well, and I do like to take as many lenses as I can. Now, I have to kind of split these up across 2 bags for the carry-on and hope that it's all okay getting it in. I'm sure it will be. But these are the lenses that I'm taking with me. So starting off, everybody's got one. The little Canon Nifty 50, 60 quid in Incheon Airport. It's been with me for years and years and years. Whether it'll get used, I don't know. I doubt it. But it's in the bag anyway because it weighs about as much as a pencil. So might as well take it. Lives in the bag anyway. The Canon 24-105. Now, this is usually my go-to lens. If I'm shooting most stuff, it's just very, very flexible and it's a really, really nice image. So I use that on a lot of things. I did actually have another lens that I was going to take with me that is a 24-105, but it doesn't seem to be communicating with the camera, unfortunately. So I'm having to take this. I would have left this at home, but I'm having to take this with me just in case I need a lens like that. It's a shame the other one's not working, but you know, at this late stage, it is what it is. The next up is the Samyang 35mm cine lens, the T1.5. Use this lens a lot, absolutely love it. They're not particularly expensive, but it's a really nice image. So that's coming with me. This is beautiful. The Samyang the Samyang 85mm T1.5 cine lens. Love that, absolutely love that. It's just a really fantastic image. It's a fantastic looking lens. And again, I think it's a bit less than 300 quid now. I love those Samyang lenses, they're fantastic. So that's definitely coming with me. We have the Canon 1022. Now this is what I normally use underwater. However, this is not going to be used by my camera underwater. We'll come to the lenses I'll be using for that. This is going, again, we're talking about B-roll, B-cam, and just having it there just in case we need it. You never know. But the Canon EFS 1022, again, an inexpensive lens, but it's worked very well for me on the stuff that I've shot already underwater, so that is coming. But this is the stuff where it gets exciting, very exciting. I was lucky enough to meet Sam from Sigma at Wildscreen in October, and I mentioned that I was planning this shoot, and if it was going to go ahead, he mentioned that he would be interested in me taking some Sigma lenses over with me to try out. Now, these are on loan to me, and I'm very grateful to Sigma for that. So I cannot wait to actually get these in the water. So the first one is the 8-16. Now, we're going to be shooting a lot of big stuff. And if it's not big stuff, it's going to be big groups of small stuff. So I need a wide-angle lens, which would ordinarily be the Canon 1022. But we have the 8-16, the Sigma lens. It's been around a while, very, very popular with underwater photographers for a very good reason. It's a very nice lens. It's very wide and it's rectilinear. So this will be going on the front of my camera, my underwater camera. So I'm looking forward to using that. I've also been lent this absolute beauty, the 14-24 by Sigma. It's just a big beefy lens, and it's just so good. This lens is absolutely beautiful. Now, the gears for the Nauticam housing aren't available yet, so I won't have the option to manually focus or manually zoom with this on the front. However, I will be able to autofocus, use the one push autofocus. So I'm certainly going to be giving this a go because everybody's raving about it, and it is a very, very nice lens. Then we have this. The Sigma 1835 T2.0 Cine lens. Now these are pretty new, and I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait to use this on the shoot. We won't be able to use it underwater, unfortunately, because we don't have the correct dome ports. So, you know, there isn't an underwater setup that fits the EVA that can take these as of yet. But when it comes to the topside stuff, this 1835 is definitely going to see a lot of use. It's big, beefy, really well made, superb image quality. It's just absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait to get this out there and on front of the camera. And finally, we have the 24mm Sigma T1.5 Cine lens. Again, another beautiful lens. Very, very, very good image quality. And I've got a specific shot in mind for this. I'm not going to say what it is yet in case we don't manage to do it, but I definitely want to. So again, with the topside stuff, you're going to be looking at the vast majority of it is going to be those two lenses. And with the underwater, we're looking at the 14-24 and the 8-16. These guys, my usual setup, lenses, really like them all. Nothing against those guys, but they're going to take a back seat and they'll probably end up on the front of Nick's camera quite a bit. The B-roll stuff, I think these two will come quite handy for that with the 2105, 24-105 just in case. But the vast majority of everything is going to be shot on these beauties from Sigma. Well, that's enough from me for now. A bit of a longer one today. The next time you see me will be in a few days with the obligatory travel video. So hopefully I make it to Australia in one piece. As I said, all of this stuff that we talked about, the gear that I'm using, so on and so on and so forth, this is all going to be looked at in a lot more detail in the actual proper behind the scenes films. These vlogs are merely there just to bring you along with me so I can basically communicate with you while I'm on the shoot without having to spend the whole time sitting behind a laptop and editing it all together, which I need to be using that time instead actually shooting the content for the finished piece. So you're going to see quite a few more of these in a much nicer location than in the inside of my flat. Check out the awful curtains. I didn't choose those. However, yeah, that's enough for now. You will see me again probably middle of next week. Hopefully I'll be in Australia. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, see more of these and content of a much, much higher quality than this. All right, have a good night. Take care. See you later.